Welcome to Gay USA. I'm Andy Hum.
And you're echoing.
And I hear an echo in here. Is there something wrong with that?
Maybe. They fixed it. I'm Ann Northrup, and this is Gay USA.
Okay. Well, of course, the big news this week was that New Jersey college student Darun Ravi...
is he still a college student?
Well, that's how old he is anyway. Is guilty on 15 counts for invading the privacy of Tyler Clementi as a hate crime and covering up the evidence that he did it. We will be joined in our discussion by Bill Dobbs, a gay civil libertarian.
Who attended the trial of
Right.
Darun Ravi, so we'll get some first-hand knowledge of that. And the question of the week, has the virulently anti-gay National Organization for Marriage reversed course by saying it's backing civil unions over marriage in New Hampshire? I think we know the answer to that question, but we'll go over the details.
President Obama, the likely Democratic nominee for president, has come out against the anti-gay marriage amendment in North Carolina that is set for a vote on May the 8th. Michelle Obama spoke out for a Supreme Court that will support who you love. Whomever you love.
And as she sometimes says, whomever we love.
Yes, that's the actual quote.
Okay. Well, she used both. And you may remember Rick Santorum. Is he the likely Republican candidate? Well, he had a busy week coming out against pornography, promoting the reinstitution of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and cheering for an anti-gay preacher in Louisiana whose fire and brimstone we will show to you.
Yeah. That Tennessee bill we told you about, which would ban discussion of homosexuality in schools, looks to be dead, but you won't be encouraged about the reason why.
The president of Liberia, a Nobel Peace Prize winner, was asked about laws on homosexuality this week, with Tony Blair sitting next to her, refusing to take a stand. Andy and I have some different interpretations of this.
But we turn to the topic of the week, which is
the Darun Ravi trial.
Right.
Now, we want to introduce this by showing you...
Well, first, let's have everybody. This is Bill Dobbs, who is sitting here with us.
Hi, Bill.
Nice to be here.
But we're going to start with a little summation of some of the issues that CBS Sunday Morning did this last weekend. We thought it was a good, valuable piece. So we're going to take 3 minutes of that and show you that before we start talking about it.
This is Erin Moriarty.
The swastikas, there are about 15 or 16 of them.
They think somebody wrote KKK.
It was once so black and white. Swastikas spray painted on walls.
And destroying America.
Crosses burned on lawns. When civil rights workers were killed in the 1960s, it was called a hate crime. Whether it was the dragging death of James Byrd by 3 white supremacists in 1998,
It is a story of a vicious crime of hate.
or the brutal torture that same year of 21-year-old Matthew Shepard because he was gay.
It was a brutal attack on migrant farm workers.
Most of the nearly 10,000 hate crimes documented every year involve violence or a threat of violence.
On count 8, the bias intimidation, we find
Until this.
because of sexual orientation, guilty or not guilty.
Guilty.
20-year-old Darun Ravi has become the latest to be convicted of bias intimidation or hate crimes. In his case, targeting his gay college roommate, Tyler Clementi. What makes this case so unusual is that the weapon was a camera on Ravi's computer. In September of 2010, Ravi used his webcam to twice spy on his roommate when Clementi brought another man into their shared dorm room for a sexual encounter. Ravi later tweeted his friends about what he had done. "I saw him making out with a dude." And later even invited his friends to watch. People are having a viewing party with a bottle of Bacardi and beer.
Or not guilty.
Guilty.
Ravi's actions might never have become public, except for what happened next. Tyler Clementi committed suicide by jumping off the George Washington Bridge. But Darun Ravi didn't know for sure what his roommate had done when police interrogated him a day later.
Is it safe to say you invaded his privacy?
Well, yes, but...
Okay. That's what you did. Yes or no, it ain't a but. You did, you did it.
I mean, I didn't realize it was like something so private.
Exactly.
It was my room also.
The case sparked international outrage, and Ravi was charged with 15 counts of invasion of privacy, bias intimidation, and witness tampering.
On count 15, tampering with physical evidence, we find that...
But Friday, when the jury found him guilty of all of them, some, like Seton Hall University law professor Mark Poyer, thought the verdict was an overreaction.
I was really very sad. I don't think any good will come of this.
What do you mean?
Well, Ravi's life is going to be ruined. I don't see how the judge can avoid giving him jail time. And I think that the breadth with which the hate crime law was applied will open it up for a lot of prosecutorial discretion and for a lot of groups across the spectrum to claim that they've been victims.